In this video, I'm going to share with you what I call the mantra multiplier technique. This is a technology that comes to us from the yogis, and what it is using flowers, flower petals. So flowers correspond to the element Akash, or space. This is the most subtle element and also the most powerful. The technology is this: when you put a mantra into a flower petal, or even better, a flower, a full flower, it multiplies the mantra as much as 100 times or more, depending on the flower. And I think each mantra has its own flower. In Sanskrit or in Hinduism, they call this an archana. So when you do archana to an archetype, you say the mantra and you offer a flower each time you say the mantra, and this multiplies the effect. So in this video, I'm going to talk specifically about Shreem Brzee, how to multiply the power of Shreem Brzee using the mantra multiplier. So the mantra multiplier is even more powerful when you use it during a specific time that corresponds to the mantra or the archetype behind the mantra that you are working with. So in the case of Shreem Brzee, the archetype is Lakshmi. Lakshmi is not just a Hindu archetype, she's a universal archetype. Isis, Aphrodite, these different archetypes and different traditions all represent the same archetype I'm calling Lakshmi. The wealth, feminine, beauty, fertility goddess. Now, her power time is during Venus times. Venus rules Friday, and also each day is split up into different hours that are called auras, Horas, and there's a Venus aura. Venus auras by themselves on any day are really good. Venus auras on Fridays are the best. And you can even go further with, there's different stars that are rule each day. They're called nakshatras. Some of those nakshatras, like Bharani, for example, is also ruled by Venus. So when you get these combinations going, like a Friday Bharani star with a Venus aura, that's the time when Shreem Brzee is going to be extremely powerful. Now, if you do the mantra multiplier technique during even just a Venus aura, but you can always do on Venus auras on Fridays, you're going to multiply your results. So what you do is you get an image of Lakshmi, a picture, a statue. You can even get a symbol like a geometric form, such they're called yantras or mandalas. And there's a whole technology behind what's called as idolatry or image worship. This is not some arbitrary practice that's born out of, you know, uninformed, illiterate, ancient people. This is a technology, and I'll put it in a gist because it's a whole separate topic by itself. But basically, the inner and the outer environments are connected. There is, in fact, no difference between the idea and object. So you can use, what it means is you can use the external environment to manipulate your internal environment. So when you are materializing or bringing to life a image of an archetype, you are bringing to life the archetype within yourself. So how to do this is you get an image of Lakshmi, and on Fridays offer her 108 flower petals. Now you can get really specific with the types of flowers, the colors. If you can offer pink or violet colored flowers, this is even better. You can use any color you want or you have access to, but these will just enhance it further. Lotus flower is the best, but these aren't very accessible for people living in the West especially. So you can use like a rose is a really good one. And it's really easy to break apart and create petals out of. So during Fridays, during a Venus aura, what you do is sit down and say Om Shreem Brzee Namaha and put the flower petal in front of them. Shreem Brzee, or Om Shreem Brzee Namaha, and put the flower petal in front of the image. You do this 108 times, and this will multiply the mantra immensely, and meaning you'll get more, you have an opportunity to get more benefits. Benefits aren't guaranteed. You have to put in the practice, and you also have to do the in-between, and I'll talk about that in a different video. But for now, use this technique at any time. It's especially powerful on Fridays, and if you could do it during a Venus aura any day or especially on Fridays, it's going to be extra powerful. So let me know if you have any questions and share any experiences. Leave me a comment below and I'll definitely respond. Like this video if you found it useful and share it with anybody you think would benefit. God bless.